ready to do a braided ponytail on my hair. You see all this hair, I just washed it. I've done a braided ponytail at least one time before in the past, and I'm surprised that it's still in style because it's been years since I done it. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right into doing that. Wanted to talk to you guys about some things, whatever that I just felt like talking about. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So yeah, I was so excited last week when I found out the results of the election. Excuse me. I found out that President-elect Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris are soon to take office, and I was especially excited about Kamala Harris being as though she's a black woman, and more specifically because she graduated from an Hbcu. And I also attended an Hbcu, so that's why I was very excited. She attended Howard University, which is not far from where I went to school. And I always wanted to go to Howard. I didn't end up going to Howard. I wish that I did. And if I ever go back to school, I'm probably going to go back to Howard, but yeah. So like I said, I just washed my hair, but I have a scalp condition, so it looks like my scalp is dirty, but it's not. It's just my little scalp condition, and I need to do a treatment or something. I haven't done it, but I'm not planning on keeping this style in long anyway. So yeah, that's just a disclaimer, for y'all be like, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so Kamala Harris, she attended an HBCU, and that gave me so much pride, because I was just thinking about the things that some of us have been taught about HBCUs, some things that we've been taught about HBCUs that are not necessarily all the way accurate. And for me, there were some things that I didn't know that I wish somebody would have told me before I attended an HBCU. So I just thought that would be something different and fun to talk to y'all about. So when I was in high school, a high school senior, and I was getting ready to go to college, I was applying for different colleges and stuff, and I was a very good student at high school. Matter of fact, I graduated with a 4.25 GPA, and I got all A's and stuff all the time. So school was never a big challenge for me. So when it was time for me to apply to different colleges, every college that I applied to, I got accepted. Yeah, so I was a very good student in high school. Matter of fact, I graduated with a 4.25 average. And so when it came to me being a senior and I applied to different colleges and stuff, I got into every college that I applied to. It was not difficult for me at all. And I remember when I was first applying for schools, I was just applying to PWIs because I was under the assumption, and I don't even know where I got this from, honestly. I don't know if I was told this from someone, or I just made the assumption from my own mind. But I was just under the assumption. I was under the assumption that PWIs were the best schools in the country. And some of them are, but there's nothing wrong with the HBCU. And at the time, I was naive, and I was looking down at HBCUs, and I figured that they were for people who were not as smart or as academically gifted as other schools, which is totally not the case. So yeah, luckily I ran across, and I don't, like I said, I don't know where I got this idea from in my head, because my grandmother, she graduated from Fayetteville State University in North Carolina, which is an HBCU, and she was a teacher, she was an educator. And my mom, she also went to Fayetteville State. She didn't finish, and she didn't particularly like college, but you know, I don't know where I got this idea in my head that, you know, I should look down upon HBCUs, because I had people that were close in my family that went to them, and that, you know, held them in high regard. Like my grandmother was very active with her school in the alumni chapter. So, you know, I don't know where I got that from. So yeah, I'm gonna put this scarf on and like let my hair sit for a minute while I get the ponytail part together. But yeah, so luckily I met someone. I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club, so like one of the parents at the Boys and Girls Club that I was going to back in North Carolina, she got close with my mother, and she knew that I was getting ready to go to college, and she took it upon herself to help us through that whole process of applying, because we knew nothing about filling out a FAFSA and stuff like that. And she also taught me about HBCUs, because I was kicking and screaming. I wanted to go to a PWI. Things that made me, oh, this is the hair that I'm going to use here. It's a pre-stretched hair, and it has some red at the tip, so it should be cute. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to use two. So I want my braid kind of thick. I don't want it to be thin. Yeah, so the lady, she helped me apply to the HBCU. I had family that lived in Maryland, so I had already heard about a HBCU that was in the area, and it wasn't too far from my father, and so I decided to go to it. And plus I had an aunt that went to the school, so I ended up applying to the school, and not only was I accepted, they offered me a full scholarship, like not just for like books or anything. I'm talking about housing and everything. I didn't have to come out of pocket for anything. So of course, when they offered that to me, I said, yes ma'am, I will take that. And it's one of the best decisions that I made in my life. And you know, once I went to a HBCU, I saw that, you know, it's not just black people that attend those schools. It's people of all different, you know, races and nationalities and what have you. You know what I'm saying? And so it helped me to broaden my horizons. And also, I like going to an HBCU because it taught me more about my culture and where I came from, and the different things that African Americans have gone through in the history of this country. And I feel like other schools don't really go into that like HBCUs do. And we need to know our history, because it's a part of who we are. I wish that before I attended HBCU, somebody would have told me that these courses are going to be hard. Like, don't think that just because you're at a black school that it's going to be a cakewalk, because it was challenging. It was very challenging, and you know, the professors were top tier. You know, just because they're at HBCU don't mean that you won't get no whack professors that don't know what they're doing or don't try to challenge their students. Like, no. I also wish that before attending an HBCU that someone would have told me about just how much of like a sense of family I will be developing. Like, you know, I feel like the students have a sense of camaraderie together. HBCUs have a rich history. You know, each one has their own unique history, but the bottom line, they were created because our ancestors before us had no other means of education. You know, it was barriers that were put in place that they overcame, and so, you know, it's only right to cherish their memory by taking advantage of the things, the opportunities that they've set forth for us, and, you know, create a lasting legacy. And that's something that I'm glad that I'm really glad that I'm a part of, creating a legacy of, you know, someone who has attended an HBCU. And I wish I would have known how many famous and notable key figures in history and popular culture are graduates of HBCUs, or, you know, different attendees. Like I said, it's so amazing to know. It's so empowering, and makes me so joyful to know that, you know, the vice president-elect went to an HBCU. Like, how awesome is that? You know, you can't say nothing to a Howard attendee or graduate now. They're like, hey, we big stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all been big stuff, but, you know, you even bigger. Like, you know, attending the HBCU is not going to hold you back. If anything, it'll help propel you forward, because not only are you getting a good quality, top-notch education, but you're also learning about yourself. And, you know, those college years are very crucial in trying to figure out yourself and what you want to do, who you are, your identity. And yeah, it's a great thing to be a part of, and it's something that I would definitely encourage others to, you know, to do. And you, like I said before, you don't have to be African American, you know, to attend an HBCU to get the full experience. You know, HBCUs have quality programs for, you know, whatever you want to go to school for. You don't have to limit yourself. Getting towards the end, this braid, I'm not the most proudest of it, but like I said, I don't plan on keeping this in for a long time, so it is what it is. Today is hair day. Doing everybody's hair today. Set us up for the week. We'll probably have different hairstyles. When Thanksgiving comes, I think we got like a week and a half till Thanksgiving, something like that. A little less than 2 weeks, I believe. So, yeah, I definitely think we'll have new hairstyles by that time. But yeah, I was tired of wearing my hair out, so I wanted to like put it away. I was gonna do a bun, but then I didn't want to do a bun, and I know I got this hair hanging around, so I figured I'd do that. So yeah, this is something new right here, this part that I'm doing, which is wrapping like a piece of hair around the base of the ponytail. I've been seeing a lot of people do that. I'm like, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Probably need a bobby pin to like secure it. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this. It's a quick, easy style, I probably put my scarf back on, lay it down some more, and then like when I'm actually going out, I probably lay my baby hairs. And no point in me laying them right now, not to me. But yeah, it's a really good length. I ain't want it like super long like the girls be doing because I'm lazy. But yeah, I like it. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to press that like button, leave me a little nice comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because you know you're going to want to see some more of me. Alright you guys, well I'll see you in the next video. Bye.